Rising family. So it's after 6 here. Um, and I want to do a meditation on letting go. Letting go has been a very hard thing in my life to do, to let go. Whether it's a dream, a person, a place, or thing, especially when you have, I would say, abandonment wounds, neglect wounds, um, you know, the traumatic thing to do, or the, I would say, the innate thing to do is to hold on, because when you didn't have growing up, it's natural to want to hold on to the thing that you thought you may never, you can't live without, right? And I think this year have really taught me the power in letting go. And by no means has it been easy. There's power in letting go, because when you let go and surrender to it all, there's and clear that energy. The universe, the creator, whosoever you call God, always make room for something greater than you can ever imagine. And unwillingly, I've learned that lesson this year, the power in letting go. And I'm still working through it, because when you grow up in I would say, not only am I dealing with my own wounds, my own traumatic wounds and imprints, but also my ancestral imprints. Um, and I have a deep abandonment wound and a deep neglect wound, and I'm working through it. And there's power in facing things that is uncomfortable, because that's the only way you grow. You cannot grow in places that are comfortable. And I'm learning, I'm stretching, and I'm thankful for it all. I'm thankful for all the beings that have been placed in my life to show me what I need to learn. And I'm glad for all the lessons and all the opportunities, circumstances in my life, because every one of these circumstances was a lesson for me to become the person that I am, to mold me into the person that I am today. And I'm thankful for it all. So I'm going to start a meditation around letting go. Sit comfortable, you know, however you feel, whether if you're standing or walking around. It's good to be in a comfortable space. If you want to close your eyes, close your eyes. But it's also very good to relax your body. People who, us, I would say traumatized people that, grew up in trauma, we have a way of I would say, I think they call it clenching our muscles, clenching our jaws, um, like up with our shoulders up here. So relax your shoulders. And I know it's hard to say relax your shoulders when, that's one of a protective mode, because you just never know. But you're safe. This is a safe space. And you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. So unclench, let go, and be. So I invite you to close your eyes wherever you are and sit down, perfectly sitting down. Sit up, spine straight. And I want you to take a deep breath in. You're going to do a count of 3. So deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. And I want you to follow the flow of your breath. Or effortlessly, we breathe. And I invite you to follow the flow, the beating of your heart. The rhythm of your heart. Flow. So we're going to do that again. We're going to flow with our breath, and we're going to flow with the beating of our hearts. Now, I would like you to imagine or visualize a place, a person, a thing, a dream, an idea you had that did not materialize. It may be difficult at first, but I want you to sit with that. I want you to imagine an idea, a person, a relationship, a place, a thing, something that you really, really wanted that did not materialize in how you wanted to materialize. Now, I would like you to think or feel, call out some of the emotions or feelings that came up because you did not materialize this thing, relationship, idea, dream, whatever it is, maybe a job. I want you to think about some of the feelings that came up because it did not materialize. So I'm going to call out some of the feelings that came up for me. Jealousy, anger, disappointment, sadness. What does, if you had to give those feelings a color, what color does it look like? Mm. Mm. What does it, how big is it? Is it small? Is it huge? How does the feeling look? What about the texture? Is it soft, rough, crinkly, smooth? And lastly, where in your body do you feel these emotions or feelings around the thing that you did not materialize? For me, it's always in my chest. And sometimes it moves to my throat. And sometimes these emotions move to my stomach. And I have a stomach ache. Deep breath in and let it out. 2 more times. Deep breath in and let it out. 1 more time. Breath in through your nose. Let it release through your mouth. Now, I would like you to focus, imagine, visualize, or think about one or two lessons that you learned from that experience not materializing. It may be difficult, but that's normal. But think about one thing or two that because of that experience, you learned something. You got the one thing? Good. So now I want you to move into the lesson that you learned. And I would like you to pick 3 emotions that goes with what you learn. So for example, from the experience that I experienced that didn't materialize, I learned to love myself more, deeper, holistically. So from that lesson, I'm going to combine 3 elevated emotions to go with it to expand the experience of what I learned. So I'm going to pick joy, surrender, and peace. And these elevated emotions, or I would say more of they are elevated state, because when you think of joy, it just lights up your whole being. And surrender, ooh, surrender, surrender. I can't explain surrender. And peace, that inner peace. So I want you to combine what you learn from the thing, the relationship, the dream, the idea did not materialize. And I would like you to combine it with 3 elevated emotion or state, 3 things that feels amazing. And I want you to visualize the lesson with those 3 elevated emotions. State, elevated state, they call it. With the lesson. And lastly,